Hey there folks, today I'm going to paint this for you. In fact, as you can see, I've already painted it. This is exactly the same thing. I'm filming this little intro after the fact, which is always fun. So anyway, this is painted directly onto the glass on the reverse side. So this is the side you look at. There's no paint on it. It's just on the other side. So that means that you have to do everything in reverse. This outlining here you have to do first. If you were going to do it on a traditional, say, a canvas, you would do that last, but you do it first. So you have to think in layers. Instead of doing a background first, then midground and foreground, you have to do foreground first, midground, background. So that is basically how you approach that thought. Something you might want to also think about is the transparency of your paints. These paints are pretty transparent for being acrylic paints. They're not enamel paints. They're just plain everyday acrylic paint. That I think the transparency of them work to advantage doing this. Like, if you wouldn't want really opaque stuff, because then you wouldn't be able to layer and see through, and also the light bounces through the glass, through the paint, and off the tinfoil that we have in back, and then back towards you, and that really is spectacular in person. I don't think you can really appreciate it through the camera, but I sell these little ones, and every single time somebody sees them, especially if they get the chance to pick it up and turn it this way and that, they just are floored. So this is actually a simple technique that has a lot of wow factor, and that's the type of project that I like to do. So basically, what you need is a piece of glass from a picture frame. You know, go to a secondhand store, pick up some picture frames really cheaply, clean the glass with rubbing alcohol, use some semi-transparent acrylics. That you also might want some tinfoil. You can also use a piece of white paper. It doesn't matter, but I think tinfoil works really, really well, especially since if you have any spots that don't have paint, the tinfoil makes a really sharp spark back at you, and I think that is a part of the wow factor. If you want to know what this is exactly, it's a Ambiance clip frame in the 5x7 size. They are pretty cool. These things remove pretty easily, and they can go back on pretty easily. They also double as hangers. So this whole thing is not meant to be taken apart. If a curious person who does not know, usually I write a little note, don't take it apart, but if you have a curious person that doesn't know that you're not supposed to take it apart, and they take it apart, that I do put this little label that was underneath the glass back here, so that they'd be like, oh, maybe I shouldn't take this apart. And then this tinfoil is actually put on before the paint is 100% cured, so it actually is stuck. So they won't be able to remove it without ripping it, and maybe they would be like, oh, that's not supposed to happen, and leave it alone. So that's my thought process on that. You just put the layers back together. These clips go on really nicely. It's a really nice setup. These frames are not expensive. You know, they come in a variety of sizes, and of course the prices differ depending on that. But I got a good amount of these for about $15. I'm not sure exactly when, where, how, or how much, because it was a while ago, but that is that. I have sold many, so they make really great gifts, and they're very easy. So I hope that you enjoy the video. Sit back, relax, and if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to leave a comment. So enjoy.